the most memorable thing that I've done purely as a journalist is the women's FA Cup final last season. Because it's at Wembley, that's such a big moment for any journalist career. The atmosphere was amazing, and that was a great thing. But also looking ahead, probably the fact that I'm sat here booking flights, booking hotels to go and report on the Women's World Cup. Like, that's an incredible thing for somebody of my age to be able to do.
Is that for the Times?
Yeah.
When did they reveal to you? Are you going with any other journalists from the Times, or are you the sort of chief reporter for the World Cup for them?
I'll be the chief reporter, and then when it gets to the sort of semi-final stage, if England get that far, they'll also send out like a Henry Winter kind of thing to do some pieces, and then I'll do some more background pieces kind of thing.
So when did you find out that they were sending you there?
It's something that's been ongoing for a couple of months now, just trying to sort out the details, because obviously you think of reporting on the World Cup, which is great, but then you've got to think of like how are you going to fund that? How are they going to fund that? Whether you go in and out of games, whether you're there for the whole tournament. So ironing that out has been really stressful, but we've eventually got there.
Yeah.
And talk about money actually that you mentioned earlier. I won't be getting the same wages as, say, a Henry Winter would do. What we're doing is basing it on they're covering all of my flights, all of my hotels, all of my travel and my food and taxis, etc. For a month. But that's it. I won't be paid for any copy.
And I imagine you don't even mind, do you? Because that opportunity is such a big one that, like I say, this is your passion, this is what you want to do. So I've been speaking to other people throughout this project, and they say at this stage, they're still so young that money isn't that bigger thing at the minute. It's just the fact that, you're doing what you love. So I imagine going to the World Cup, you don't care, do you, that you're not getting paid? Obviously, they're covering everything.
Not. As long as my costs are covered, I wasn't bothered at all, because you think of the people you're going to interview. Just as a fan, to be insane. Like what England going World Cup, and I'm reporting on that. That's crazy.
Can England win the World Cup?
Do you know what? I think they can. I think things have to go right for them. We have to hope that we don't get any more injuries. We have to hope that perhaps somebody like the US or Germany or the host France aren't in the best form. But as we saw in the Men's World Cup, not many people expected much from England. And in fact, England women will go into the tournament just significantly higher ranking than what the England men do. England women are ranked 4th in the world at the moment. So the expectation is there. It's just whether, obviously, it'll be Phil Neville's first major tournament and everything that goes with that. I think, to be honest, anything could happen. We could realistically go out at the group stages and we could realistically win the whole thing.
Yeah.
It should be a fun thing to report on, definitely.
Are you covering all the England games in the final then?
Yes.
No other games?
What I will try and do, obviously, I was just looking at this actually, because the desk suggested maybe trying to get to the opening game, which is the host France against South Korea, but obviously France is a vast country and the planning of it is a bit of a nightmare. I mean, for the first England group game, it's in Nice. The second England group game is in Le Havre, which is like 9 hours down the bloody road. And then we're back in Nice for the third group game.
So you're going to have to do all that travelling back and forth?
Yeah. So it's one of those where if there's a game, let's say the day after or the day before an England game in the same area, then I'll definitely go to it. I want to see as much as I can. But if not, I will kind of be limited to, I've got to cover the England games, therefore I've got to cover the press conference the day before.
Yeah.
So all of that stuff, when you add into travelling to all of that, I think it will soon eat up my time. I'm personally hoping that England are going to go on and win this World Cup, and it's going to be a watershed moment for women's football.
Yeah.
And that there will be more opportunity for full-time coverage